Not long ago, deep in the Appalachian wilds, a group of drunken misfits joined forces to play Dungeons and Dragons. Inspired by boredom and equipped with loose morals and a questionable understanding of the rules, our heroes venture forth to explore strange new lands. So gather up your dice, your manuals, and your livers, and join us on a quest to make absolute fools of ourselves. This is Botched, a D&D podcast.
Previously on Botched.
I'm getting
This
my
town has jugglers.
and eyeballs
Welcome back, listeners,
from the church.
to the 39th episode of our 7th season. Thanks so much for tuning in again. We are going to start right where we left off last time, as the group is heading out of the church. But as they head out of the church, I need you guys to do a perception check for me.
You take it down. That one's not good.
That one's strong.
No.
Look at the number on it. It's big.
I put it there.
Table smasher.
There we go.
Scrowthrow got a 3.
Oh, no.
I got it.
Felina got a 6.
I got a 20.
I got a 10. Did I say it right?
Say it again so we can
10.
say
A 10.
I got a 10.
10. You
A
don't
10.
No, 10, not
The,
10.
the number 10.
10.
Vowel blindness is killing me.
So, pretty much it's just Gizzard that can see this, but like lumbering down the street towards you, over 7 feet tall, there is a blue-skinned.
I got a question.
Okay.
Am I in the church right now?
No, you're leaving.
All right.
You've left the church. You've just walked out of the church. You're back on the street.
Thank you.
Yes. And as you walk out onto the street, that's what we're going to call it now. You see walking down the street is this. It's over 7 feet tall. There's this blue-skinned humanoid with these really great blonde sideburns and a leather apron, and over one shoulder is this massive sledgehammer, and on the other shoulder is this really gnarly looking shotgun, and he's just walking down the street with like a very determined look on his face.
I have a question.
Yes?
Do I have eyeballs?
No.
No.
Damn it.
We got to get the things. We wrote
Still
them
no.
down. We wrote down the reagents we need.
Yeah.
I smell oak. Because it's lumbering.
It's a shitty joke.
I hate you. Oh, now you're deaf too.
It's for the best.
He just screeches.
I wish you would have taken his ability to speak.
No, we gotta leave that.
Yeah, the screeching will come.
Yeah.
Until productivity
To
has
the screeching of the scrophos. So yeah, that's what you see lumbering down the street towards you.
That's fucking terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear a figure yell out, "Your reputation precedes you. I don't like you folks in my town."
With that, let's introduce our special guest, Rob Kristofferson from Our Strange Skies podcast and the Welcome UFO People webcomic. Thanks
up,
for
y'all?
coming out, Rob.
Well, hi.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Jay just called you guys out. Fuck you gotta do?
I don't know what you're talking about. We are simple travelers who have just come upon these fair lands.
Word gets around a lot about you, and especially that turtle one right there. I know about your accounting principles, my friend, and I'm not a fan.
That's awful racist of you, sir. You think I'm the only turtle accountant in these parts, and you automatically
No.
assume it's me.
We got one in town. I know how good turtles are with money, but you, my friend, I do not trust you at all.
Well, I mean, just read your contracts and you'll be fine.
Hey, hold on. I put me hand on, and I don't remember your names. Here it is. Clancy. I put me hand on Clancy and say, no, son. What did I say as we walked into this fair land? Keep your fucking contracts out of everything.
Ooh, Clancy, by the way. We could probably take this church for a lot of money. They're just giving out eyeball miracles.
The Church of Chickums has been around for at least 10 years and has done great things for the community.
Do they know that Chickums is burning in hell?
The Church of Chickums, also known as Crispianity.
Crispianity.
Yeah, that's what we call it too. Yeah.
The boiling oil of the pit of hell is calling to the sinners. Repent!
They are trying to help us. As you blasphemely talk about it, literally on the steps of one's church.
He can't see, but everyone is staring at him, mouths agape, like, what is he saying?
Maybe we could amend the holy text and nail it to the door after I get my eyes.
Yes, let's wait until we get what we need before we start destroying a reputation that is already tarnished, as our
well,
fine
we need,
friend has
like all
said.
5 senses back, Skrothor.
So, who's the guy who's talking from the rooftops, I assume? Because it's up above us.
It's, I'm guessing, you know what, I don't want to guess. What's your name, fair friend?
Are you the sheriff?
No, but I'm a really concerned citizen. My name is Balfour. And, I like to watch over this town, and until you leave, you're not leaving my sight.
Is this like a Charles Bronson situation?
Who?
Yes. Who? I don't know.
Really famous, cowboy. He also
How many
had a
wishes
pit.
he got?
He wished for death often.
Many times.
But it never came.
Like
Maybe
50
5
cents?
times, but it never came. It never came to him.
Listen, Balfour, buddy. All I gotta say, I understand. I agree with you about Clancy here, but your town's got jugglers, and I ain't letting none of these motherfuckers do anything wrong.
You don't need to worry about the jugglers, okay? They
No.
know how to handle their. They know how
I'm
to handle their
pleased.
business. Good, because they know how to handle their business really well.
Great
It's
multitasking.
entertaining.
Balfour,
Yes.
perhaps you could help us leave this town quicker if you provided us with information or people who could get it for us.
What kind of information you looking for?
Social security numbers, credit cards.
No!
I told you, my little friend, I will not be part of your schemes. Again, your reputation precedes you. It's been getting rid.
What about an expert in hydras or supernatural creatures? Because I've been tasked with getting the eyes and the venom of a hydra nearby. That's apparently menacing your town.
It is. We were gonna take care of that, but we're gonna get around to it eventually. I imagine we can hook you up there.
Well, and also, if you wanted, we could form a posse together and bring a bunch of like-minded citizens to the protection of this fine place of whatever town this is called.
I still keep my eye on you. You think you're trying to get in our good graces, and this is the way to do it. But I'm still keeping an eye on you. I don't trust anybody.
Everybody roll a perception check, including Chonky.
9.
15.
17. Hey.
So all of you.
All right, I
Oh, I
will
thought
just
you
keep
said
it to myself
What'd you
then.
say? What'd you get?
No.
What'd you get?
I got an 18.
Okay, it's fine.
I assume I'm
But
taking
mine
these.
is better than everyone else's,
Doesn't matter.
so I just wanted.
Still hear
Everybody-
the same thing everyone else hears,
Yeah.
even old Skrothor.
But
Well,
here's
yeah.
the thing: it's like I like it because in these non-critical times, I do my best roles, so I want to highlight the best roles. Coming up in the clutch is something I do not do.
Sure. So, you all hear, well, Balfour, you're very familiar with this sound, but you hear just the loveliest of harmonica music start to play, moving towards you. Yeah. And you recognize this is because there's only one person in town who plays the harmonica, and that's the guy who runs the town, otherwise known as Harmonica. And yeah, he's walking down the street. He's fairly simply dressed. Like, he doesn't have super sweet duds on or anything like that. Like, he looks like a common man, but he has a very nice harmonica. And
It
he
should
has
have been a female, so that he could have called her Harmonica. But that's besides the point.
I mean, it could still be a harmonica.
That's true. I don't want to assume.
So, like, just if they're dressed like a normal person, just like overalls and
Straw hat or
Well,
what?
like a
I mean, like, it's still
like
a
a
duster.
farmer?
No, it's still a duster, but like it's
Gotcha.
not like velvet or anything like that. Like he looks like a fairly, common townsfolk, just wearing a duster and a nice wide-brimmed black hat.
Which number gung-ho gun is he?
Number gung ho gun.
It's a 30-year-old anime reference. Don't worry.
Never mind.
Good. Glad you made it.
Trigun?
Trigun, correct.
Got
Never
him.
seen it.
Oh, you should.
You should
What
try.
everyone tells.
Oh,
Love and
Robots.
peace.
I almost watched Death Wish the other night, but then I sobered up and decided not to.
What with Kurt
Note?
Russell?
Death Note. Yeah, what I
Death
said.
Note's good.
Death Wishes with Charles Bronson.
Yeah.
The famous
I almost
Charles
watched them
Bronson
both. I had
anime,
two screens
Death
up.
Wish.
I was trying to compare the two to find the similarities in the message sent in.
Death Wish and Death Note keyed in. You got to start one 7 seconds before the other one.
I know, you wait until the lion roars and then you start Dark Side of the Moon.
There you go.
And everything links up in a wonderful way.
Sure. So, yeah. So you just see this guy walking down the street towards your group. And he's just playing a lovely harmonica tune.
Does anyone play an instrument?
I think I play the hurdy-gurdy.
You have one.
I don't think.
I don't
I
think
play
so.
dice.
Can I get a high-low from God to see if I have my hurdy-gurdy, even though I've never
Hurdy-gurdy's-
talked about it
I was
before?
going to say you've never talked about
But
it.
he's
Well,
a ship's captain.
I don't like to talk about it because
It's also a big-ish instrument.
I've got a pocket-size hurdy-gurdy.
Going by
Do
like
you?
Sea of Thieves rules, he probably has.
Yeah.
Hello.
It's in his loadout.
I have it in my human pocket. Why do you think they call it a hurdy-gurdy? High-low?
Yes.
I'm never good at these. Jenna, why don't you make the call for me?
no, I
Ask
suck
her.
at them.
I asked Phil.
Hi.
That sounds pretty low.
No, you don't have a phone.
Ah.
I rolled a 23.
I guess I left it on me ship.
Yes. And then you died.
Do I have any spoons?
I mean, you could probably find a
I need two
You know
of
what?
them.
You have an
There's
adventuring
spoons
pack.
just
You
laying
have-
around on the
You
ground
have
everywhere.
silverware. So
This
you have
place
a
is littered
spoon.
with spoons.
You could just take my beak, pop.
Oh, that little teeny tiny beak that doesn't really fit the size head that he is.
I'm gonna take out me spoons and start spooning away on me knee.
I put my
On
daggers back
the
on.
beat with the harmonica.
Okay. And eventually he walks up and he stops playing and he puts the harmonica in his front jacket pocket. And he's like, Balfier, who's your friends?
I wouldn't exactly call them friends. They just arrived in town and they got a record. They got a reputation, and I'm keeping an eye on them.
What's their reputation?
But they seem to they we got the hydra problem, and
Yeah.
they
Monster
showed an
slayers.
interest in helping us with that.
Well, that would be mighty kind of them. We would be most appreciative of you taking care of this hydra problem.
Bird Corp would love to help.
Bird Corp.
Yes.
I'm slightly familiar with Bird Corp. I haven't had too many dealings with them lately, but I'm glad to know that Bird Corp's on the case.
Here to help. Monster Slayers Incorporated.
They're like the Pinkertons.
Yeah.
Just as corrupt, too. It's weird.
Well, Balfour,
no.
if you need anything in the meantime, just ask, and I'll be more than happy to help you.
Bird Corp's about to get into the mega church chickens business.
And then,
they're looking for expertise. They said they're looking for expertise on the hydra, and
well, we've never had anybody come back alive, so I
Uh,
don't know who you're going
I
to get
know.
that's got expertise. We just know
So-
where it is. I mean, everybody knows where it is.
So you've had people come back dead,
Sure.
like
which is
actually.
even more unusual, really.
Yeah, no, we've had people come back and then die or not make it the whole way back.
Hold on.
yeah.
So you're saying the corpses of the failed adventurers are still buried here
Yeah, in the
in your
cemetery.
city?
Do you think you could dig one of them up for us?
I mean, that seems rather inappropriate.
I was gonna wait till it was night to do that, but
Yes,
yes.
but the problem is if I go to the thing, all of them talk at the same time, and then I can't ask more questions.
'Cause
than 3.
You know, I don't like the sound of that. What do you need to do that for?
What if we bless the gravesite by the church, and then I can divine from the dead what happened to them? You could call me the Corpse Whisperer.
So you want us to dig up a corpse for you to talk to, so you can bless it after it's already dead?
Exactly. Or the priest behind us, I assume.
A blessing from an Aarakocra is the highest sign of respect in their culture.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Ooh, I've got that. 15.
I mean, I can probably swing one.
This is fair.
Well, yeah, I agree. We should probably
We need
do
to
it
dig
at
it up. We don't
nighttime.
necessarily have to swing it around.
Well, it takes two to tango, you see.
Well, I'm glad that, you've brought an artistic person with you here. This is a very artistic town, so thank you.
I'm more of a numbers guy.
Great.
That's the one you gotta watch out for.
Oh, got it. Yep, don't trust him. Got it.
Yeah.
I don't understand why I became suddenly the social pariah of the group.
I don't know why. Why you?
These
of all
motherfuckers
people?
have murdered a lot more people than me.
You've done worse than murder.
Bad Cup is normal.
Oh, yeah, I
lives.
transposed some numbers so horrible.
I don't remember the terrible things that I have done. I disassociate right after it happens and mind wipes them away,
Yeah.
clearing my conscience of all things.
Yes, live in the moment.
That sounds real nice, actually.
It's great. Also, I take a handful of mushrooms before I do it.
It's
Well,
a gift.
Captain
Well-
Gizzard says, I'm not even really that person anymore, so I can't be held accountable for
I've
my
been on a
actions.
spiritual journey. I've been to hell and back and walked the plains with the gods. My soul is clean, and my creator will reward me on my good deeds.
Right. Well, so if you boys come back around the church at nighttime, I will see to it personally that we dig up one of the corpses discreetly, and then you can talk to him or give a blessing or whatever it is you want to do.
Yes. This way.
Don't worry, boss. I'm gonna keep a good eye on him.
I trust you, Balfair.
Yeah. I'll
Anyways.
keep an eye out for that funny business. I'm not down with it.
Especially this one over here, this turtle. Keep an eye
Yeah.
out on him.
Exactly.
So I have to go to the
you know-
bathroom.
Well, I'm leaving. I'm not gonna just stand here and talk to you all day. So I'll see you guys tonight.
You got a
Very
lot of
busy
harmonica to do, clearly.
Yeah.
It brightens
I'm
up
not
the
gonna play
town.
itself.
You kidding?
does.
It's
right.
great.
That low G that he drones on is wonderful.
And so he pulls his harmonica back out, starts playing again, and walks away slowly. toot, toot.
It just hides his asthma.
He just breathes. Yeah, he's just breathing in and out
Also,
of
you
it.
notice he's pretty wheezy when he does it. Yeah.
It gives a nice vibrato to the harmonica.
It does. You know, it's almost like a wind chime, like a really demented wind chime. But I dig it, you know?
So,
It's got a certain
Balfour,
je ne sais quoi.
I gather what the shotgun is for. What do you do with that hammer?
You don't want to know what I do with that hammer, my
I
friend.
mean, I did ask you. I didn't
Because-
ask for a demonstration. I just was asking what you do with it.
Let's just say you
Are-
don't want to meet Hilda.
Are you... Is that your wife? Is she dead? Did you
Well-
kill her with that hammer?
Well, she is, what's the term? Somebody told me soulbound or something. Yeah, you don't want to meet Hilda. That's all I'm saying.
I really want to meet Hilda now.
Maybe you have the opportunity, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of Hilda.
I feel like a lot of people in these lands want you to meet Hilda, Clancy.
Is Hilda the hammer? You have to tell me.
Not exactly.
He's an
Hilda-
accountant, so legally you have to. You have when.
True. You have to disclose.
Oh, is it entrapment if I don't? What is this? Let's just say that, how do I put this? You ever seen any of those, like, Exorcist movies or anything like that?
What's a movie?
Yeah, exactly. You haven't. So,
Like a
let's
shadow
just
puppet.
say, let's just say when I get angry, that's when Hilda comes out.
Oh. So
Yeah.
I just looked down at his crotch. Okay.
I
Well, that would be
I
just you
appreciate
look-
that you're admiring,
Wouldn't you look up?
but could you like maybe like back up a little bit? You'll be able to see my face because like right now you're staring, and I know it's impressive, but
I've been
no.
standing here the whole time. You walked up to me, really,
Yeah.
and now you're asking me to back up. You invaded my personal space with
To
your
be honest, you're
body.
in my entire personal space, so don't no.
Dennis, is this a Goliath?
No, it's a fur
bog.
A furball.
This is my first
The
fair.
last furbog we had.
What was it? Oh, Ogie Ogothor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rip.
Lipcock.
What's its last words?
His last words were lipcock. That's right. He thought it meant friendship. Lipcock.
Well,
So stupid.
So we're hanging out until nightfall? Is that right?
Sure, you can do whatever you want.
How does your town feel about day drinking?
I mean, what the hell else you gonna do?
That's a good point.
So
What other entertainment options you got?
I mean, you've seen the jugglers.
where do the jugglers drink at?
Yeah.
There's a, so.
Oh, they-
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, go ahead, because I have no idea.
Okay. I was gonna say, so there is a main inn / tavern that's in the center of town. It's a very sizable inn.
It's called Jugs.
It's called Jugs.
It's a juggling strip club. you
sure.
see.
It's called the Gathering of the Jugglers.
Ah, damn it.
And during the day, I mean, there's constant shows and music and dancing and theater performances all day, all over the town. But there is also a constant one in the inn / tavern known as Jugs as well. That one's a little bit more burlesque than anything else. But yeah, the whole town is very artistically driven and musically inclined, and that whole thing. So there's always something to see and do. I mean, it's also a mining town for gunpowder, so that's the main function of it. But yeah.
Well, we could party all day.
People have a strong desire to to make art when they could die at any second from a horrific explosion.
The doomsday clock is always 1 minute.
Well, the
they could
jugglers
die in
don't
the
juggle
gunpowder
torches over
mines.
near the gunpowder, so it's fine.
My daddy worked
we make
30
sure.
years in the gunpowder mines. He still does his fun fire-breathing burp trick.
But he does that on the other side of town. He doesn't do it near the gunpowder. They have precautions.
Imagine having the black lung, but it's all gunpowder, and you're
got
a
the
fire
black powder lung,
I got the
Pa.
black powder
Yeah.
lung, Pa.
I could combust at any moment.
You might be entitled to compensation. I don't know.
You got the combustion lung. Lungin? No.
Lungin?
Like a combustion engine? Yeah. Anyway.
It's a fucking mess.
So-
I'm sorry.
We could party all day. And
All
then
night.
to speak to the dead all night. We could also try and get some powder to explode the hydra, which I assume is not resistant to explosion.
Well, you think, if they've been having this problem for a while, and their main export is gunpowder, you don't think that they've tried that before?
Maybe not with enough people. Like what? Maybe we could make a powder keg ball gag for each head of the hydra, and then attach them one by one, and then rip the cord at the same time.
Okay, I'm all ears.
That was my idea.
So,
Look,
Balfour,
we sent little Jimmy out there to, with the gunpowder plot. Little Jimmy
Strapped.
didn't make it back, and I don't even know if it was the Hydra or the gunpowder, but it
was the
He
government.
didn't make it back.
He was
Yeah,
smoking on
it's a government conspiracy.
Balfour, you know that the town has a very specific quota that they have to meet for Smiling Tom for the gunpowder. So that's why they have tried using a little bit. Like they tried sealing up the cave entrance, didn't make any difference. Hydra still got it out. They've had a couple people go in with sticks of dynamite, didn't matter, they still died. So that was about as far of leniency as Smiling Tom gave them to deal with the Hydra. So they usually do not. All the gunpowder basically goes to Smiling Tom. They don't really have any extra to play with.
Right.
Voice and head.
Yes.
How's this town feel about Smiling Tom?
They are pro Smiling Tom.
Okay.
Oh, he's the best. He's smiling all the time, you know?
Balfour
He
knows.
He takes all of our labor.
So Balfour knows that Smiling Tom and Harmonica are good friends, and that as the story goes anyways, Harmonica had an issue where he was trying to get revenge, and Smiling Tom made sure that happened. So Smiling Tom helped him do that, and then after that, Harmonica basically didn't have anything to do with the rest of his life aside from he's really good with a gun and he's really good at playing the harmonica. So Smiling Tom put him in charge of this town and let him sow his artistic and musical roots. So he's basically has free reign to do whatever he wants as long as he meets his gunpowder quota.
Oh, no.
And this is
right.
one of the more independent towns in the region. Like, most of the other ones are run by like super shitty people, whereas Harmonica is like a pretty down-to-earth, chill dude, just keeps to himself a little bit, but also likes to hang out and have a good time, but not get too crazy.
He's just a guy. I have
Just
a
a
plan,
guy.
everyone. Huddle up, Balfour. You can stay over there.
I'm just gonna like lean over. You know?
So look, what we need to do is give something for Harmonica to want to get revenge on again, and then we help him with the revenge, and he'll like us.
Seems like maybe he hates the Hydra. Huh?
Does he have a mother that's still alive, maybe?
No, his parents are both dead.
Just a child?
No children.
That
Also
was
dead.
little Tommy that went out to the field.
Just a
Wife, also dead.
pet bird?
Maybe a pet bird.
Oh, what kind of bird?
You know what?
You're high-lowing a bird.
High-low a pet is what I'm high-lowing. Clancy.
Whoa.
No, he doesn't have any pets.
Oh man.
No attachments.
Just those
Just the
harmonicas.
harmonica. Oh,
Just
we
the
have
harmonica.
we have to get somebody to fuck up his harmonica.
What
Now,
if-
wants revenge?
I feel like that's going to backfire on us
All right,
in a
fine.
big kind of a way.
Yeah, maybe not. What?
Well,
what if,
I seriously doubt this big lug's gonna let us conspire against
Maybe I can.
Smiling Tom. while we're
Maybe I
here.
can send a letter to my friend, who could come in here and talk to old harmonica. Is there any way to contact me friend John Popper?
Who the fuck's John Popper?
He's a buddy.
singer
He's
of
a
the
buddy of mine.
What does it mean you're a buddy? Where's your buddy?
He's probably tooting his way through the coastal lines.
What do you mean tooting his way through the coastal lines? Like on a
I
fucking
mean, I keep
steamboat?
answering your questions.
Like, is he steamboat?
He's
What is his
probably
name?
on tour right now. You know,
tour?
he's kind of a sad guy. Goes around. He's like a blues traveler, if you will. He just goes town to
So
town.
you have no
tooting
idea where he
away.
is.
I mean,
So you just
Stop
go send a
giving us
letter
the
from town
runaround,
to town?
Dennis.
I do know his tour schedule. I remember it.
So he's a musician.
Yes, he's a musician.
it would be hard
What?
to say where he is.
But anyway, he doesn't hold a candle to old Dylan. You know, Dylan stops by every now and then. You play the mean harmonica.
Yes, but Dylan always switches around his own style and has completely lost his identity.
Well, I mean, he's still entertaining when, you know, you get a few drinks in him. He really goes places.
Yes, but once again, when you add those drinks upon his mumbling ways, it's very hard to listen to that music. You know, old Waits is a man who knows how to grumble, but Dylan doesn't seem to be able to hold a candle once he gets a little drunk.
But it's really fun to watch him try to, like, you know, stand up and keep staying up, because like, he falls down really easy now. Because, you know, he's a little older. He doesn't handle himself as well. So
He is a
you don't know what you're missing out on if you haven't seen old Dylan. You know, just like, you know, falling down in a bar a few times.
Felita just starts wandering toward Jugs.
Sure.
I mean,
I'll
when you're
waddle
blowing
along
in the
with
wind,
Felita.
it's the only way to live. You know, I heard, you know, once he gets that way, you need to handle him with care. And don't think twice, because it will all be all right.
Look, my friend, the times they are changing. Okay, so you just gotta go with the flow, I guess.
I just wish he would change it up and put down the keyboard and become a tambourine man.
Yeah, I wish he would play a song for me too.
Can I smell where Felita went? Because I want to wander there.
Like a rolling stone, I'm gonna go towards old Jugs.
Yeah, he's turning into the sad-eyed lady of the lowlands. I know. It's bad.
You guys going to
I hear the Nashville skyline is pretty great this time of year.
You should have seen him back in the day. He was like a hurricane,
You better jump in, Dennis, or this is gonna go for an hour and a half.
Philip found a kindred
I
spirit.
can go forever, damn it.
Just
Fucking
don't get
speaking-
tangled up in the blues and you'll be fine.
Fucking speaking code as far as I'm concerned. So
Oh, poor Dennis.
How's the weather out here, Denny? Does it look like a hard rain's gonna fall? Or are we gonna be clear all night?
Can we stop the idiot wind coming out of this man's mouth?
Felita is walking towards Jugs. I'm assuming Clancy is as well.
I'm already following.
And Scrothor is listlessly Stevie Wonder style walking behind
Bobbing
them.
like a birdman. A blind birdman.
Sure. While those two just stand there and talk
Politics.
with one another. So you guys head over to Jugs. Jugs seems to be a very happening place on the outside. You see that there is numerous street performers, like musicians. There are also street dancers performing alongside them, like going with whatever music that happens to be playing at that any given time. And then if you go into Jugs, it is very, very busy. And there is a huge open area off to the left. It's a stage and also a dance floor, so people can be dancing and just having a good time. There are also numerous tables. There are waitresses coming by, waiters coming by, like just checking up everybody, giving them booze, giving them food, that sort of thing. And then there is a long bar straight ahead from the door where there's just one bartender cleaning the glass.
I smell breasts in this place.
What's that voice?
It's a little Diablo 2 joke.
Well, I know, but you could have done it as Scrothor.
I smell breasts in this place. It's creepier.
Yeah, it was creepy to begin with, actually.
No, it's just great.
Bird people don't have titties, so it's...
Oh, yeah. Who's ever heard of chicken breasts before?
I said titties. We've got birds with penises, but not birds with teats.
There's also a set of stairs off to your right-hand side. Yep, birds with teeth.
Sorry,
12 of them.
Sorry.
So there's a set of stairs on your right-hand side as you enter that also go upstairs, and you see that there's like a balcony that wraps around the entire area as well that sort of overlooks everything. So there are people leaning over the balcony to watch the show and just to talk and have a good time. And then you see there are numerous rooms and another set of stairs that goes up. So this building seems to be about 4 stories tall and numerous rooms upstairs. But yeah, the bar is... busy-ish, not packed, but busy-ish. And then, the tables, there are a few free tables as well. And the dance floor is not packed, but there are definitely some couples and groups and single people just dancing and having a good time to the music. The music is being played by a very busty dwarf band that are all playing jug instruments.
It's a good callback.
Does it sound like Enya?
No, because then I have to find it and put it in, and I don't want to. I'll just find a jug band.
Does it sound like that Native American guy that sings at the beginning of the Indian song?
No.
No?
Nope.
Why not?
Because I said so.
Oh.
And also, you suggested
That's
it.
a good reason. Oh, that's a mean reason.
Bam! No, we're going with the first one. But anyways,
That's
yeah.
a bad reason.
That's what you notice when you walk in the bar. Except for Scrothor, because he's blind as fuck.
I hear jugs.
He hears jugs. He smells jugs, apparently.
Well, they're full of moonshine, you see.
They're all milk stinky.
I want to go up to the bar and order the strongest drink that they have and give it to Scrothor.
So as you head up to the bar, and there's a stench of milk in the air, apparently, that is where we're going to take a break.
Oh, my God. What the fuck is that?
No, it's actually a thing.
I know. I just wasn't expecting it coming out of your mouth.
Hello, listeners. It is I, Dennis, the world's most okayest DM, here to talk to you about patreon.com/botched podcast. Now, as I'm sure you're aware, we have, Discord access and bi-weekly episodes that are not related to the show, but instead just fun one-offs. In fact, one of the more recent ones we did for March was a Well, I don't actually know what Steve was planning for it to be, but I know what it turned into, which was like a Pulp Fiction meets breakfast cereal mascots sort of thing. You know what? Here's a clip.
Is there anything larger and sharper in this room?
Like a paper cutter?
All right. What kind of a roll do you want me to sever a bear's head with a fucking wrist knife?
With a letter opener.
Survival.
Yeah, it was definitely weird. The other thing I want to talk about is one of our higher tiers, the $50 a month bi-weekly gaming session with some of us, the Botched crew, and then also other patrons. We actually have 2 games going right now. One, I believe, is full up, although we could probably fit somebody in. That's, Steve and myself and some of the other patrons. They're currently doing Curse of Lestrade, I think, if memory serves me right. But please, if somebody wants to join the $50 level and convince us not to do that, I'm fine with it. The other one is Philip. He is DMing his own campaign set in the Fallout universe, and he's using the Fallout RPG guidebook. So if you want to be a part of that group, sign up for $50 a month, and you can join either one of those groups, whatever meets your fancy. So head on over to patreon.com/botchedpodcast to subscribe to that, or check out the other rewards we have. All right, back to the show. And we're back. All right, so you've gone up to the bar. Bartender's like, the bartender is a Dragonborn, and he's just like, hey, what can I get you?
What's the strongest cocktail you make?
Shirley Temple.
The Shirley Temple?
Yep.
You don't have alcohol here.
No, it's alcohol.
In a Shirley
Shirley's
Temple.
Temple.
Can you tell me what are the ingredients in your Shirley Temple?
Sure. There's snake venom.
Oh,
There is rat blood.
okay.
There is vodka made from the finest of potatoes.
Okay.
And there's also a little bit of tequila in there.
All right.
Felita
Yeah.
has like a sling around her body underneath her coat, and she just kind of grips it a little tighter.
And then a mystery
Right?
liquid. I don't rightly know what it is, but it lights on fire. So,
Go ahead and give me one of those, please.
oh, okay. Well, I'll cost you gold. Do you
All
want
right.
a shot or do you want a pint?
It's a cocktail. I assume it's not a shot.
I mean, I can make it either way.
A shot tail.
Look, make
Shot
a cocktail. Make a
Could
cocktail.
be a shooter,
and then give-
not a shot. But
and
I
then-
mean, that's just technicalities, right?
I'll take a round
Semantics,
of
I believe.
tequila shots for me and my friends here.
How many tequila shots?
5
You just
total.
pointed wildly behind you. I mean, there's lots of
I
people.
think he's
circled
buying
around
for
all
the
the
whole
people
bar.
with me, all 5 of the people that are with me.
not
The
5
ugly
shots of
dwarf,
tequila
the chicken
and a-
nugget, the pretty lady, and the big old blue guy there.
So 5 shots of tequila and
Correct.
a pint of the old Shirley Temple.
Yes.
All right, you want the Shirley Temple on fire or not?
On fire with the cherry, please.
Cherries. We don't serve cherries in here. We hate cherries.
Well, I thought you'd be okay with lighting it on fire.
I'm going to light it on fire, but that don't mean I got to put no dirty cherries in there.
All right, but I'll take an avocado then.
Scrothor casts Goodberry and slaps it in there
That's
for
fine.
him.
So he lines up the shot of tequila, or shots of tequila, I should say, and then he mixes together the Shirley Temple, and then strikes a match and lights it, and it goes boom, like about a foot up in the air, and then settles down so that it's just a nice little gentle flame buzzing right up to the lip of the cup.
I will put out the fire with my hand before I hand it to Scrothor.
Well, that's not as much fun.
Flaming jugs.
He's already been through enough fire, sir.
Oh yeah, he got a real weird face.
Oh, yes. He,
What
here
the
you go,
hell
buddy.
happened to that guy?
He's been through the fire and flames.
Oh well, another soldier in the wasteland, I guess.
I got a beak augmentation.
All right.
He's a robot, but he's still blind.
He's very into body modifications.
Do you have like a sippy cup top for him?
Or straw.
You ever tried to
No,
drink
he
a glass?
can't use a straw. He doesn't have lips.
I know. Well, yeah. All I have is like a metal beak and
He's
a tongue.
got a tongue.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
he
you can
just
use your tongue.
Well, the speak with the dead beak's not metal though.
I would
thought it was
really like.
magical
I would
metal.
really
It's
like to see
magical,
you
but
use a
it's not made
straw
of
with
metal. It's
only
made
your
of
tongue
beak.
and not your lips.
someone get me a straw. I'll show ye, Steve.
I think it's impossible.
I don't know if I can do it.
Oh, Jenna has a straw, so Jenna can show everyone. Success.
Did it work?
Okay.
I did it.
All
It
right.
only worked because she
All right,
has
get-
cheeks,
It went
though.
right to the back of my throat.
All right. So
Okay, get
Scrothor
Mr.
can
Third
indeed
Degree of
suck.
straw, I guess.
Just pour it down my gullet. Jesus.
The booze is lined up. That'll cost you 6 gold, he says.
Okay.
You're like a drinky crow.
Then he goes back to cleaning the glass.
I give him the gold, and I'll give him a gold tip as well.
Oh, there you Skrothar, I need you to roll me a Constitution save.
12 or 13.
You feel real awful real fast. Like your stomach starts to gurgle, and you feel nauseous.
But birds love rat blood.
Whatever that you don't. Well, there's also a mystery liquid in here. You don't know what it is, but it's also got venom in it, so it's not agreeing with your tum tum, and you feel A, drunk, ish, and B, you got a little sicky tum tum.
Is there like a spittoon nearby?
Yeah, there's spittoons, every like 10 feet at the bottom of the bar. I've seen Back to the Future 3.
What would be easier to? You're right.
I don't know why you whisper it.
As it turns out, I can't see. So I don't know that there's spittoons nearby.
It's true.
So I head towards the only sound of a container that I can hear, which is the jugs from the jug band.
Okay.
And I try to make it there before I hurl into the jug.
So you want to... Okay, so you're going to try and throw up into these people's
I don't want to
instruments.
drink venom. That was awful.
Okay.
Clancy, good on you for not making fun of the Dragonborn's accent.
As you get about 5 feet from the stage, somebody comes over and they're like, whoa, buddy. You can't be going up on the stage while they're performing.
No. You don't understand. I have the music inside of me, and I need to let it out.
You could do that on the stage, like on the dance floor, not on the stage.
I really need... You haven't heard me play the jug.
Persuasion check?
Natural one. So I just throw up on him instead?
Let's go with a con check.
Okay.
Because, yeah, he definitely beats
Don't trust that die.
5.
Yes, you mid-sentence, while you're trying to explain whatever con that you're trying to pull on him, you just immediately vomit into his open mouth and all over his face. Like projectile vomit, and it's like this weird, you can't see it, but everyone else can. It's like a dark, reddish, purplish color as it spews all over his face.
Like buzzard tummy.
He... screams out, "Oh no, it's a Shirley Temple!" And it starts a cascade of vomit as he then throws up back into your face, which then causes...
delicious.
I just can't stop rolling single digits. Everyone on the dance floor, one after another, just starts throwing up onto their partners or themselves or the floor, and all of a sudden people are slipping and sliding and falling down, and it's like an explosion going outwards as just vomit is being launched in every direction. Those of you at the bar, you see this wave coming of people just one after another throwing up. Do you want to stay where you are or do something else?
I dive behind the bar.
I bet you puke good on the dance floor.
You dive behind the bar?
I feel like I
dive
would
behind
have
the bar.
I would have some expertise in this, so I know what to expect. So I definitely get the hell out of the way.
I've been through a vomit nami before.
Balfour, you know that you glance over to the far side, over by the stairs, like right under the stairs, there is a little umbrella container, and you know that's what this is for. To block it out, so that way you put that in front of you, and the puke will not hit you, and then you won't feel the need to throw up. But if that puke gets anywhere near you, the cascade has already happened. This is why no one orders Shirley Temples.
Yeah, I immediately go for it.
Okay, you do that. What's everybody else doing?
Damn you, Clancy!
I thought
Did
it was
Felita
just
see Belfer go?
Roll perception.
Okay.
Just as a side note, you know I'm going to make everybody Shirley Temples at DragonCon this year now.
No, that's a 15. Hey, I have some cobra venom.
What?
I don't know why you haven't read Georgia again.
Reasons.
shot dogs. Someone say shot dogs.
It's not as dangerous if you ingest it.
Yeah.
Rob, if you've never had a shot dog, apparently they're very tasty.
Yeah, Rob, if you ever come down to Gettysburg, we'll make you a shot of a hot dog flavored drink. It's wonderful.
I was thinking about my shot dog game, actually, and starting to inject the shot dogs with
vodka?
You make that for everybody who comes down to Gettysburg?
Why don't you just
our
inject
friends.
Hollow out a hot dog and inject it with the booze?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
It's like a gusher, but a hot dog.
you could also pickle the hot dogs overnight in vodka.
Like
something
Vienna
maybe I would
sausages.
like to try.
Yeah, no, you know what? It's just for,
Potential new cast member.
you got it, yeah.
So, Clancy's dived over the stage. Felita, you did spot him go for the umbrella quietly. Gizzard, what are you doing?
I just don't understand modern art, so I leave.
Okay, you just walk out. All right.
This place is for the birds. And I turn my ass away and leave.
All right. Felita also grabs a umbrella and holds it similar to Balfour.
I also took my shot of tequila with me.
Okay, that's fine. Clancy.
I turn to Felita and say, "You really got to brace for it. Like, really put all your weight towards it, because it's gonna be. There's a force there."
Oh yeah, she puts one boot against the bar and just gets in a good stance.
Sure. Clancy, you dove over the bar.
Right.
Roll me a dex check.
All right.
It's your tiny little baby turtle.
Not a baby, I'm a full-grown man.
Eh,
I guess this is where mage.
it's a man,
hand
but a baby
came in.
persevering.
Carry the other 5 shots.
Yeah, carry the other 5 shots out with my mage hand.
Did you get 14?
I got a 14.
Yeah, so you just jump up on a bar stool and then hop over the side, and the bartender's like, "What the hell are you doing back here?" And then he glances over and he's like, "Ah, fuck!" And he pulls out his one umbrella from behind the bar and aims it, and then props his leg up against the wall. And this cascade of vomit just pop, 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 pop down the line. Some people can manage to get out the door. Others are just walking in as this hits them. And you guys feel this wave of vomit just smash into your umbrellas, but they're heavy-duty umbrellas, and it bounces off. You guys are safe, and you can just hear the subtle drips of people.
Can I hear that the wave has crested and
subsided.
receded?
Yeah, and you see it just sort of leak out under the double not doors. What are those called? Saloon
doors.
Yeah, the double saloon doors. It just ekes out over the sides.
All right,
like a
I step
wave.
back in.
Okay, the floor is very sticky.
That's fine. I've been on a poop deck before.
Sure.
Sorry that I didn't tell you that this place turns into a water park. It's very weird.
It's every hour on the hour.
Pretty much
Yeah.
like those wave pools.
Yeah.
What do you expect when there's just titties in beer?
Within
Jugs.
moments, there are people coming out of the back with buckets of water, just throwing it all over everything and everyone.
Well, there's multiple drains around this
Yes,
place.
there are.
Shove it into
And they
drains
kick
with
off.
squeegees.
The drains are covered by a fake little wood circle, so they kick them off so that way the puke and water can drain into the holes in the ground. I'm I don't know who the fuck thought it was a good idea to make Shirley temples, but whatever.
It was the special tonight.
It wasn't.
I mean, You're right. I didn't order it, so I wasn't there.
There you go. So yeah. So the bartender.
I cast Mage Hand for the rest of the shots of tequilas.
Okay.
What?
And I
The ones on the bar?
yes.
Okay. Well, they've got puke in them too, so.
Well, he
Can
does
I dex to get mine? Oh no.
A swoop
What's
on
a shot of
there.
tequila without a little chunk of carrot in it?
Potatoes.
Honestly, it's
Some unknown
a
meat.
rite of passage for y'all. You really should just
If we want to be
Give it a shot.
accepted,
Sure.
yeah.
and we do.
I mean, it's a rite of passage for you to get to botch vomitorium in your first episode coming with us.
Yeah. So yeah. What are you guys doing?
enlisting a posse.
I kind of want to talk to some of the locals here to try to get some information on the adventurers who went out to fight the hydra and failed.
Okay. After they get cleaned up, stop spitting, and sit back down at their tables, everything kind of goes back to normal. Jug band slowly starts to play again, so on and so forth. But yeah, you have people sitting at the bar solo. You have some people sitting at tables solo. You have people sitting in groups at tables. You have people on the dance floor. Who would you like to talk to?
I want to talk to the bartender first.
All right.
What's your name again?
I never gave it.
Oh, that's very rude of me. I'm sorry.
Well, it's fine. It's Jerry.
What kind of dragonborn is Jerry?
Jerry is a green dragonborn.
Ugh. Gross.
Jerry, you see, we've come to this fine establishment to waste some time before we go out and fight the Hydra and defeat it in battle and save your grand town.
And he pours a shot of tequila and puts it in front of you.
Oh, thank you. Just charge the turtle for this one.
Oh, no, this one's free because you're going to be dead.
Well, that's why I'm here to talk to ye.
All right.
Is there anyone here that has ended up losing a friend or family member from this great Hydra in the sky?
Great Hydra in the sky.
I can fight just as high.
Clarence over there.
Clarence.
Yeah, he's on the end of the bar. He drinks by himself.
You
glance down, and Clarence is just hovering over a pint of, you're guessing, ale.
Why don't you pour two, one for me and one for me friend Clarence down there?
All right, that'll be 2 gold.
Yeah, here, take it from the turtle.
Okay.
What am I, a pocketbook now?
I mean, you are the best at making money.
He looks down at you. Give me 2 gold.
Okay.
Coin box turtle.
Also,
But
get
I'm
out
staying here.
of here. No, get out.
No, well, it's
You're
one
not,
of the
you're not
episodes.
employed here. Get out of here. The vomit wave has passed. You're
Fine. I
Get the
hand
fuck
him
outta
2
here.
gold, and I waddle out under the bar because they have one of those
Sure.
closed over
Yeah, they-
sections of the bar where they walk out.
Yeah.
I just go straight under it without moving.
Yep. So yeah, he gives you those 2 pints.
And I'm gonna walk on down and take a seat next to Clarence.
When you do that, Clarence sort of furtively looks over to the side and then scooches a little bit away from you.
That's fine.
And he's just there.
I sit
hovering
down
over
with
the drink.
both beers. Not even making eye contact. I just slide it over to you.
I guess you want to know about the Hydra, don't you?
I would like to ask about you before I ask about the Hydra.
Sure.
How are you?
You're all the same. I miss my friend.
Everybody has great loss in this world.
Yeah, guess they do.
It's not about the stumble, but it's about the recovery.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Mental health is very important, and everybody stumbles at some point. And it might not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but at some point you'll be able to pull yourself out of this spiral. Because it's not about how far you fall, it's about how ye recover and keep going on.
Roll charisma check.
It's me best stat, not. 19 on the die.
So 21.
You know what? You're on to something, I think. My friend wouldn't want me to just sit in this bar thinking about him all sad like. I'm gonna as soon as I'm done with these pints, I'm gonna go see the world, I think. From a buddy.
What was his name?
Oh, his name was Jeremy.
Did he happen to have a journal or anything that came back with his belongings that he lost out there against the Hydra?
No. He wasn't
where Jeremy's buried.
wasn't really the journal type.
He didn't really speak in class at all.
Speak in class.
Can you remember ever picking on the boy
What?
during school?
Jeremy was my friend. What are you talking about? Jeremy was my friend.
He seemed like a harmless little fuck, but that's fine.
Excuse you? Maybe you threw some unkind words at him because you knew he wouldn't fight back.
What? I never done nothing to my friend Jeremy.
I hate Pearl Jam so much.
Was he buried and he was brought back and buried here?
I mean, yeah, he's buried here.
You know what I'm gonna do?
I think he wants to ask you
One. You know, I'm also a traveler, you see.
Okay.
I have the ability to psychically I have the ability to psychically hook into the astral plane. Is there any question that you would like answered by Jeremy?
Roll me, hold on.
I am a necromancer.
Roll deception. You're not psychic, though. Roll deception.
Well, I know, but I am, that's the body I'm going to suggest we raise from the dead.
I get
and
it.
talk to. Deception?
Yeah.
But we're telling the truth.
You're not psychically going to talk to his corpse. You're going to literally talk to his corpse.
I got a 13.
Oh, okay, buddy. Sure. Let me guess. You want some coin in order to talk to my friend?
No, not at all. I literally am not trying to scam you out of any money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a necromancer, you see. And before I go out to fight the hydra in the sky, I'm going to...
It's on the ground, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know how things work.
A skydra.
They don't have wings.
I know it. I've never seen one, so I'm just going off of the ancient text inside the manual that I have. It's got monsters in it and whatnots. But I can't read, but the pictures are real nice.
Okay.
I'm going to
explaining
bring
everything
back
so much.
one person to ask them questions about how they didn't defeat the Hydra. Do you have a question that I can sneak in so that you can have some sort of closure?
You're
for
going to
your
bring
friend?
Jeremy back?
Yes, just for a mere moment. I get
You're going to
3.
dig him up?
I've got.
No.
No, I can do it without disturbing the grave. You see. 13 again.
I don't believe you. I think you're going to dig my buddy up.
Did you believe him that he can talk to the dead now,
necromancers. Fucking grave robbers, all of you.
I'm not taking anything but information.
Mm-hmm.
Take only memories. Leave
Only
Fine.
blessings.
only
What
blessings.
does he want me to do with his horse?
What
does he want me to do with his horse?
That's the one question that you have about the afterlife and what
I
is
don't
the
wanna know
meaning.
about. I don't know. I don't
If
want
he's
to know where I'm
okay,
going.
if he's got anything going on.
No, I don't know what to do with his horse.
Can I eat his horse?
I don't want to eat it.
What's
Does
the
he
name
want me
of-
to sell it?
what's
Does he
the
want me
na-
to
I
keep
mean-
it? I don't know what he wants me to do. Is there someone I'm supposed to give it to?
Was it not meant for his family to decide?
Put it in a decanter.
I don't know his family. Ask him.
Good friends, you
asked
say.
me a question.
Great friends. So great friends that you're upset that I'm going to dig
Why
up
would
a
I know his
grave.
family?
I mean, I know all me friends' families.
I don't.
Well, I guess that. What should I do with ye's horse?
Yeah, ask that question.
W-H-O. Yes.
I'd like to walk over,
Sure.
For a moment and put my hand on his shoulder and be like, "Look, we know what the Hydra did, and we want to."
Hey, Balfour.
Hey, buddy. We want to take care of this once and for all, and it could really help us.
Okay.
And I know it's a difficult thing. Because grief is a thing with feathers, my friend, and I understand how difficult it can be, but we can get some revenge here.
Okay.
It's the same words that I used.
Just better.
I mean, he wasn't asking me for anything. He was just
Let me
asking
tell
the
you
question
something,
when
my
I asked.
friend. Your even flow was not very good. I just want you to know that.
It helps to know the man.
Okay.
Yes, I should have been a better man. That is on me. But as you see, I am a dragonborn. Captain Gizzard, the lizard wizard, can only do so much.
Sure.
As you can see, he's not an elderly woman behind the counter in a small town, okay? That's not how it works.
Is there anything else you want to ask this guy before you...
You got any spare change?
Yo-ho, blow the man down.
I don't have any spare change.
Well, here, and I give him 3 silver.
What's this?
It's just a little compensation for your time and information.
I don't know what this is because we only use gold in this universe.
Oh, those are Captain Gizzard's fun to bloom.
Because the voice in head's lazy and only does one currency.
No. This isn't. This is for if you're ever out on me boat.
Pirate bucks.
They're booty bucks, you see, and you can spend those in the arcade and get tickets and pick a giant. Yeah, we got a giant wall of prizes, you see.
Mostly
Okay.
toucans.
No, they're macaws.
Sure. So, He takes your coins.
Spend them wisely. You never know when you'll be in a pinch.
Sure.
And they'll come back to help ye.
A pirate will always help you if you have one of these coins.
Yeah, it's like a challenge coin.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So he just sort of slides away from you at that point. But it's starting to get dark. So at that point, you're thinking, all right, maybe we should head over towards the cemetery.
All right, I got information on Jeremy. That's all I got. I have to ask him a question about a horse, so we need to dig him up.
Or we could just ask him questions about the hydra and then tell his friend.
It's
not his fault. It's not your fault, is what he said.
That's not the instructions I was giving. Just try to sneak it in. I know you get 3, but maybe make it like a 3.5.
Yeah, put a comma in the
Yes. An English comma. Oxford, sorry.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm not a learned man.
Uh-huh.
Raised by the seas, you see.
What are you guys doing?
So, Balfir, before they went on their tangent, we were having a conversation. You're telling me there is a giant lizard that lives around here, and the best name you people could come up with is Hodag.
Yeah, that's right.
Dagdamn hose.
I thought you were
what do you-
artists.
What?
Okay, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Why? What's with all this aggression right now? I don't understand.
I'm not being aggressive. I'm just being
you're
inquisitive.
feeling a little aggressive, my little friend.
It's very telling, I think, that you interpret an honest inquisition as an attack, and that you get defensive about it. I think I think this is a you problem, not a me problem.
Oh, I've heard that phrase a few times. And,
Yeah, well, if people call you
and
a horse
I'm
too many
about to
times,
make
maybe
it
it's time to
your
go shopping
problem
for a
if you-
saddle.
I'm about to make it your problem if you don't take it easy.
Squirthor flies over to the sound of trouble. Clancy.
You fly over, but you run into a chair.
Yeah. Tumbles over a table.
You want me to do some sort of acrobatics check,
With
perhaps?
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Sounds good. 8.
Yeah, so you hear the noise, you pinpoint it instantly, and you jet right in the direction, which is also where there's a table of people sitting. And you
My
hit
people
them
need
and,
me, clonk.
and flip head over heels, and you just sort of flop over the table, to which them being like, what the fuck? And then you sort of
It's Clancy's fault.
hit the ground, roll forwards, pop up, there they are right in front of you, and you jump into the conversation as if nothing happened.
Clancy, instead of attacking our new friend, why don't you ask him what kind of art he does in this artist community? Perhaps he has more depth than you think.
What kind of art do you do in this community?
I'm the local smithy, and Balfour takes a shotgun, this very large shotgun off his shoulder,
He's gonna
and he
kill
holds
you.
it out. And what you see on the barrel is a very kind of intricate carving of.
Sensual.
It looks like a dwarf. Flying through the air with a very big hammer, and it's headed right for the head of a dragon.
The site is just 2 titties.
Pretty badass.
You made this.
Yes.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Voice in head, I would like to use my special glasses to examine it very, very closely.
Okay.
Natural 20.
It's what he said.
What like anything super special about it there? That
I mean,
that
it
might...
seems a little
Balfour?
magical, but it also seems kind of attached to him.
Oh.
Not physically attached, but you see a
Bonded.
But it's like tied with a string.
no. It just feels like this is sort of bonded to him in some way.
Through the astral planes, you see.
I don't think that's what your glasses do, but whatever.
They see thread lines.
No, they get a fucking advantage on investigation, if I recall correctly. But
So Balfour, this might seem like a weird question, but if you die,
Uppies?
if you die, why would that happen? Why would that happen?
That's a very curious question, but go ahead.
Can I have that?
Depends on if the gun lets you take it.
That's weird. That's a weird thing to say.
Yeah,
Felita
it is.
turns to Gizzard and is like, over my damn dead body, I want that gun.
He
You
does
already
not
have a
deserve it.
magical gun. I just gave you one.
He doesn't deserve it.
You didn't hear it. I was only talking to Gizzard. It was quiet.
Perception.
Stealth.
If Clancy shot that gun, he'd fall over. He can't have it.
It would send him across the fucking plains.
Every time he fires it, he takes damage from the impact.
What's your perception?
What's your stealth?
19.
13.
Oh,
You don't hear shit, bitch.
Shut up, Steve.
Yeah, shut up, Steve.
.com.
.com.
It smells
Jim,
like
bye.
nighttime out there. Should we go?
Buy shutupsteve.com.
Damn you, Dennis. Shut up, Steve. Well, I think the one for Phil's pretty obvious.
Take your
Sticky
meds, Phil.
Heavybreatherphil.com.
That's a good one. Very apt.
Take your mushrooms, Phil.
Anyway,
Eat your
let's go.
mushroomsphil.com.
We're nice and drunk. Let's go dig up a body.
Okay. So you guys head out towards the graveyard.
To meet Harmonica, man.
You get out to the graveyard, and Harmonica is there standing in front of a fairly sizable cemetery. It's pretty dark at this point, but you still hear the music coming from the town. It's a very lit up town, so it's not dark that much. Now, the cemetery is behind the church, so it's a little bit darker back there. There's not very many people. I mean, there's no people back there.
I mean, they have lanterns, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm saying there's no people in the cemetery at the moment, so it's a little darker back there. I mean, if you want me to say it's well lit and there's people in the cemetery for when you do
No, I'm
business,
just saying, like, we have lanterns, right?
I mean, you have torches in your packs, I believe.
I guess I can also cast my cantrip of light if I wanted
you could
to.
do that too.
I'm a good wizard, you see.
The grandest.
No, I did not say that. You son of a bitch.
So yeah, you guys are in the cemetery, and Harmonica is there playing a fairly quiet yet
A somber harmonica?
somber harmonica. Yep.
Fucking band name called it.
So yeah, and then as soon as he sees you approach, he puts the harmonica back in his pocket. He's like, "All right, well, who we blessing?"
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Yes.
All right. And he goes over to a rather freshly dug plot, and he's like, "All right, this is Jeremy."
I go towards the sound of Harmonica's voice.
Oh, I'm going to lead him.
That's right. You already talked to him about it. You have to dig somebody up, right? Okay.
So I'll lead him over to Jeremy's final resting place.
Okay.
And I guess I'll start digging.
All right.
I can't dig. My hand flesh is too new.
It's very loose. It's not really well attached to your undercarriage of hand, so it's just gross.
It's like pancake batter.
Takes you about like 30, 45 minutes to dig enough to get to the body, but you manage to eventually come to a casket.
Kerchunk.
Yeah, kerchunk.
All right.
Chum chum.
Should I open it and just throw it up there, or how are we gonna do this?
Maybe we should have brainstormed first.
How much? Voice in head.
Yes.
How many pounds does a corpse weigh?
Depends on how much of them is left.
I open the casket.
You do roll me a con save.
But I am a necromancer,
That's fine.
and I love it. I love the smell very much so.
Yeah, you get.
Do I get advantage on these roll?
Sure.
Oh, you son of a bitch! You dumb motherfucker!
First one was a botch.
I botched my first roll.
Okay.
Con save.
Yeah.
It's a 15.
I was thinking about giving you an advantage on it because you're a death lover.
I do love it. I've been following the dead
You're fine with it.
Well, I mean, they're great, the dead.
Sure. But yeah, you're fine with it. The smell hits you, and it's like, it's whatever. It's fairly routine for you. So yeah.
I'm
so
hungry now for peaches.
This corpse looks like it's obviously had a change of clothes, and the corpse seems fairly fresh, and you see all these little black spidery veins off like on the sides of the face. Like they obviously try to use makeup to cover it up on the main part for a funeral, but off to the side where they didn't cover it up with makeup, you see all these little black spidery veins off to the side, and there's the hands are crossed over one another, the wrists, I should say.
Mr. Harmonica.
Yes?
Was Jeremy a great warrior?
I mean, I didn't really know him too well, but he was an adventurer of sorts.
Jeremy.
How loud are you speaking?
Oh, a normal conversational tone.
Normal conversation?
Yes.
Okay.
Can't you, like, cone it with your voice so it only hits one corpse?
Jeremy!
So you yelled it with the
No,
cone?
squish up towards Jeremy and
Squish up.
whisper in his ears.
Okay.
Jeremy.
Jeremy pops up, to which Harmonica pulls out a pistol. He's like, "What the hell?"
Don't worry, he'll be asleep soon.
Hold on. What did you think we were doing?
You said a blessing.
Yeah,
Yes.
You didn't
that comes
say
after.
raise them from the dead.
Well, I guess you don't know much about blessing corpses.
What
No,
greater
I
blessing
don't.
could there be than to speak with a departed loved one one more
I
time?
make them. I don't bless them.
Jeremy.
Hey, look. Like, this is important. We need the information. I don't like it either, but it just go with the flow here.
He uncocks his gun and then puts it back in the holster, pretty
Oh,
quick
that
and
was sweet.
flashy. And then he's like, "All right, I'll let this play out." The guy pops up. He's just like, and doesn't do anything. He's just sitting there.
How far did you get in your fight with the Hydra, Jeremy?
I never fought the Hydra. I never made it there. It's traps and shit.
What kind of traps did you avoid, and what kind of traps got you? With a comment there.
Well, let's see here.
that's one question.
Is it? One
Yes.
question?
He said he
Yes.
put the comma.
It's a
Yeah,
single
comma.
sentence. He used a conjunction.
High-low. Scrothor.
Low.
Okay. High-low Scrothor.
Low.
Okay. High-low Scrothor.
Low.
Okay. High-low Scrothor.
High.
Am I stuck in a time loop?
Right?
I think he's skipping. You gotta hit it like the fawns.
I take it back. He did fight the Hydra. But you ask about the traps. He's like, well, I managed to...
well, I mean, his question would change if he knew that he was going to fight the Hydra. He wouldn't
Okay,
ask about the
I'll let
traps.
you re-ask since we did the high-lows.
How far did you get in your fight with the Hydra?
Wait, that was the first question.
Yes, that,
so
I
What was
repeat.
the first question?
Yeah. So what did he say to that? How far did he get in his fight with the Hydra then?
Not very far. Been a bunch of times, then I ran away.
Did you wound it at all?
Barely. Got off a couple of shots. Didn't seem to do a whole lot.
Yes, Gizzard.
Ask him about any signs of weaknesses and what to do with that horse. Tell him that Clarence still has his horse, and he's pretty angry about it, and doesn't know
Paying taxes on his
He's-
horse still.
the stable fees are driving him and his family to the poorhouse. And I said that with a P, not a W, and so nobody is happy about it.
Whorehouse.
The poorhouse, the poor who will think of the sex workers in this town if not for Clarence and his family's monies?
Won't somebody think of the horse?
Jeremy, if you could do it all over again, what do you think that you could have done differently to be more successful in your fight against the Hydra, knowing what you know? And also, what would you have done with your horse?
Good question. Good question. Hey, good question.
What would he have done differently?
To be more successful, knowing what he knows from the fight with the Hydra.
Brought more people. And then dies. He doesn't answer your second. He doesn't answer it.
You know what? I kind of want
Commas don't save you. It's still two separate questions. Unrelated to one another.
If I use animate dead, does that make the corpse intelligent, or is it just a
I think
No,
it's
it's a-
mindless.
You
mindless
have a
zombie?
spell called
zombie.
Anime Dead.
Yeah.
They
I don't-
They
pop
zip
up
around
and
the
start
screen
singing
and
the
everything.
Naruto theme song.
Yeah.
Which one, though?
Don't know.
I don't know.
Oomba.
I've never watched Naruto.
Bop. Doobadop.
All right. Well, I'm gonna
Bless this corpse.
bless. Yeah, and also, nope, that's too dark. I'm not gonna do that. But it's kind of what I would do anyway.
Don't you ruin this town.
I'm not going to ruin this town. I'm not gonna do what I want to do. since there's people watching,
There's a whole bunch of people watching.
I'm going to close the casket.
Okay. It's just that didn't seem like a blessing at all.
I threw in some garlic.
All right.
The most sacred of fruits.
It's
Seemed
the
more like-
gabagool blessing. It's the best you can get.
Seemed more like questions than.
Well, you don't speak the corpse tongue as well as Scrothor does. If you play the questions backwards, you see, there's a hidden masked message in there that only corpses can understand.
Deception.
Yes, he said, dig up the next guy.
Deception with 19.
All right, if you say so.
Aye. Would a pirate lie to ye?
Yeah, they do.
And I smile and I've got all shitty teeth
Yeah.
because I don't like citrus.
Yeah.
Gives me heartburn.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't
Yeah.
like starting my morning out with like a cup of OJ because it will ruin everything else for me.
Well, I don't typically trust pirates, but you seem like a fellow.
I am one of those fellows you've been hearing about.
Yep.
And I
Well-
close the casket and rebury it.
Okay. Well, I hope that was illuminating for you guys.
Yes, I think we have agreed that Jeremy says we need a posse to accompany us who will
I mean,
be
he said
leading the fight
more,
against.
And it was just him.
Yes, but we don't know if it was just him or multiple people with
It was
him.
just him.
That seems stupid.
It
Why
was,
would
Jeremy
he
wasn't
think...
smart.
Why did we dig up Jeremy?
He was seeking glory. I don't know.
Aye.
Who was your greatest warrior?
And now
who
that
fell?
glory has put him in this hole. Whoever saw that poking through, I don't know.
Felita, how many of
Yeah.
those jugglers do you think we can convince to fight the Hydra with us?
Oh my God.
They're so dexterous.
juggling.
But I don't
Dynamite?
want to risk the jugglers.
There's nobody here that's worried.
Can a juggler not too fight for his home?
Yeah, I guess you're right. But their art is so beautiful.
Their
I'm
homes
pure-
aren't in danger.
Let him juggle
Oh,
for those
well,
he
why
loves.
are we killing this Hydra?
I mean, the
Oh,
Hydra
because-
kills people,
well-
but they're not. It's not trying to like real estate
Well,
steal.
no. I think everybody doesn't know why we need to kill this Hydra.
It's trying to kill everybody to lower the real estate prices so it can swoop in and buy it all cheap.
No.
Hydra.
Watch your mouth here. I said keep the contracts at Booty Bay.
I'm talking about what the Hydra's doing. I
we
mean, it's
need-
a good idea.
We need, as in the party here, need the eyes and the venom to restore old Scrothor's eyes here.
and also save the town.
Yes, and Oxford, save town.
Incidentally,
I don't think that's how you use that, but all right.
pretty sure it'd be a semicolon.
I'm pretty sure
no.
you don't announce
I don't-
the comma beforehand, but I don't know. I'm not a man of
Yeah,
language.
usually you don't say the comma.
We need the eyes.
I don't think you even need it in
The
that
venom-
sentence, but it's
No.
fine.
and to save the town.
Are you ellipses sure?
Now you're just
Yeah, pretty sure.
trolling me.
Actually.
and I don't
That's-
like it.
That's rude. He doesn't have any lips since they were burned off. We went over this with the straw. He's lipsless. You don't have to constantly bring it up.
Well, then, should we head out now?
Let's round up a posse.
I wouldn't head out at night. I would head out at dawn.
Let's take a nice nap. Give an
Harmonica.
impassioned speech in the morning.
Mr.
And then-
Monica, do you have a posse ready to go, perhaps?
No,
Oh, prepackaged posse.
no.
A party posse?
If you want to do
pocket
this, you
posse.
do it
The
on your own.
holiday posse pack.
You want to do this, you do it on your own. You don't drag anybody else to the grave with you.
But what if
Counterpoint,
they're-
if we have a lot of people, we can all kill this Hydra together. Also, do you know if it's Nocturnal Diurnal or that other one?
Nocturnal? What?
What did she?
Nocturnal, Diurnal,
she said
or the
diurnal.
other one, Crepuscular. Hello?
I don't know the words, and I speak
You're
multiple.
using a lot of big words, and I don't.
Nocturnal
don't-
means it's awake at night, Diurnal
Oh.
means it's awake in the day, and Crepuscular means it's awake at twilight and in the morning.
Typically nocturnal. It's when it does its hunting.
That's nighttime, right?
Yeah,
that was
that's
night.
when
Oh,
the
okay,
evil
okay,
sky,
good.
Yeah, about for that one.
the fireball
when it's dark
disappears.
out. Yeah,
And do you think we could
Gotcha.
could we borrow any gunpowder or dynamite?
absolutely not. We don't have any to spare.
All right, let's get a juggling party together and go to
I would
sleep.
prefer it if you don't.
But that's not your decision, see?
I mean, he kind of runs the town.
He runs the town, but there's
my
free
friend,
will.
He does. He is in charge of everything here, and like what he says goes.
Is there no free will here? Can people not come and go and decide to adventure as they please? Or is this...
I'm pretty sure I approached you of my own free will, because I love this place, and I don't want you guys to
My
mess it
worry is you talking these poor artists into being cannon fodder for your cause.
When they
I
should be
know
cannon fodder
pirates.
for the labor production for Smiling Tom. I understand.
Listen,
Labor is
Understands.
It has been entire days since I sent a group of people to their death, all right?
Days, you say.
Hey.
Yeah,
We
multiple.
have a calendar
And
we keep on the
nights.
wall. It says 3 right now.
So yeah, like over on the wall where it says we haven't had multiple people die. How many days is marked off on it? Could you give me a number, please?
more than one I know.
Oh, you're asking her or me?
I'm asking her.
Okay.
'Cause, she's making bold claims here, and
It's
I want
like
to.
2.
It's
Been
3.
2, maybe 3 days.
It's 3.
That's not a lot of days.
Not many.
Quick
And
draw.
to be fair, that wasn't my fault.
That's true.
Whose fault was it?
I mean, I'm not pointing...
They stayed outside.
Yeah.
They stayed outside.
Mhm.
You didn't invite them.
Well,
I shouldn't
mean,
have to. It wasn't my house.
He hired Clancy.
House.
See,
Oh, I thought you were talking about in the Death City.
I am, yeah.
Oh, there was no house.
Right.
It was just
They weren't in my house. I didn't have to invite them anywhere.
stand your ground rules in hell.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we could at least recruit one follower. We've never had a Furbolg death, so I mean they're pretty much invincible from what I understand.
Balfer, if you want to go with them, you're more than welcome to.
Well, I feel like it's my duty to do something, and if this is the best shot we have, well,
And you're not allowed to let Clancy out of your sight.
yeah, I can't. All these talks of like contracts and stuff, and I don't like it. So, yeah.
All right.
All you people are so averse to contracts, but, when somebody steals your land or takes your money or something, you go to court and the judge is like, oh, where's your contract? It's like, oh, it was verbal and you have nothing to fucking stand on. All right?
Oh, my
the contracts
friend,
are
I
not
do
the
not-
devil. Just read your terms. You'll be fine.
My friend, I do not go to court. I show up in person. And then,
Well, yeah,
And
it's
then
called
they meet-
habeas corpus.
yeah, and then they meet Hilda.
We
and you
know
don't
about
want to
making
meet Hilda.
corpus.
Hilda Hydra.
They say...
Are you guys going to bed?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Yeah.
As you guys go to sleep, that is where we're going to call it. So thanks so much for tuning in. Check us out next time.
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, Reddit, Twitch at Botch Podcast. This episode of Botch was brought to you by the Patreon producers, the OG Lone Ranger, Big Jim, The Nuck, Lord Chronic, Skinner, B-Mail, Shanda Panda, Disgruntled Furniture, Chris Wisdom, Sukari, Scabby Goose, Lost Limey, Sapper Supreme, Red Panda Blush, and Old Swamp Ass.
Swamp ass.
You want to support the show? You can do so financially on many different stupid websites. FreedomValleyHorseBase.com, DickBlood.me, DickBlood.club, Cornhub.icu, SexWithWookies.com, PigRickets.com, MookMolk.com, BuyTheseViagra.com, LouisianaPocketGopher.com, DamnYouDentist.com, BirdsWithPenises.com, LizardTeats, TEETS.com, or simply Patreon.com/BotchPodcast.
Praise the God King.
Want to support us, not financially, you can do so by leaving us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or whatever listening device you use so that our chonky doesn't get hit by me. And thankfully today we have a review to read.
5 stars by Rob Kristofferson on 4/11/2023. A solid capital D. And I've listened to a fair amount of capital D.
Well, thank you, anonymous reviewer. You have saved old Chonk for one more week of beatings. I can tell that you're a lunatic and need to be left alone, but we thank you for your reviews.
Thank you to Gozer for intro and outro music. More of them over at Gozer_music on all social media. Their album is now on Spotify, and they've made it onto an international best hard rock list. I don't remember the magazine because I'm a bad friend, but this album has really started to pick up, and through the sludge metal albums, they've made it on a top, it was like a list of 250, and they were in the top 30.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
So check them out when you can. It's like, I don't know, Clutch plus desert rock, almost like a Queens of the Stone Age stoner shit. It's good. Check it out. Thank you to Emily Swan for album art. You can find her all over the internet at a swan named Emily. Rob Kristofferson! Man,
Hey!
thank you so much for coming out and actually sticking through the entire episode.
Hey, I appreciate you having me on. It's been great.
Heck yeah. So you have a webcomic, which is now starting to be printed.
It is. We do
Why don't
have
you let-
prints available.
Why don't you let everybody know about Welcome UFO People?
So, Welcome UFO People is a webcomic that I write that my buddy Todd Purse illustrates, and these document and kind of depict real-life infamous UFO and alien encounters. We have done 8 of them now, and you can start to get your prints if you want them. They're 8x10 prints. They're absolutely gorgeous.
They are.
You can get them at createmagicstudios.com/welcome-UFO-people. And they're beautiful, so why wouldn't you want to get your hands on them? They're
And
great.
all this money is just going to line the pockets of the creators.
With a
Yeah,
big UFO.
I mean, we do give a little to charity.
Heck yeah.
You know, it's going towards a good cause, too.
Hell yeah. And guys, it's got like 60s art pop vibes to it. The color palettes are almost Kirby-esque without the Kirby pop, and it just looks great. Our Strange Skies is a podcast that you do.
Yes.
That is about high strangeness and UFO sightings.
Yes, we've been doing that since 2017, and if you want the weirdest of the weird when it comes to your UFO stories, I've got you covered. There's like 100 and almost 50 episodes now that you can go check out of the Our Strange Skies podcast, and if you want to hear stories about aliens carjacking, 2 innocent men, if you want to hear a story about how some aliens told a guy that they were too old and infirm for their purposes, you could go do that at the Our Strange Skies podcast.
The thing I dig about your show, Our Strange Skies, is you also call out the bullshit and the ridiculousness of just like, no, fuck this. This is stupid. This is not how this happened. Which a lot of shows will lean into, just eating any kind of information that they're fed. And you also have a D&D show that might be coming back?
Yeah, so I used to do a show called Rolling Through the Realms. It was a D&D podcast set in the Forgotten Realms, and that just kind of fell apart. But we have a new UFO-themed show that uses the new Everyday Heroes system coming up. We're going to be, I don't know if we're going to be streaming our first game. We're going to try to do it, but in May, it's called Welcome to Sunderland, and it's about a town where a lot of weird stuff happens, but nobody seems to notice. And we have our 3 core players, and they're going to get thrown into the weirdness. So, you got that to look forward to. If you want, kind of an X-Files vibe to your D&D game, we got you covered with that, too.
I was going to say, that kind of sounds like Erie, Pennsylvania. What is it? Erie, Indiana, the old show? Yeah, that's dope. You can get all these links inside the show notes. You can follow Rob on Twitter at Your UFO Guy, YER UFO Guy, and that's also going to be in the show notes. We salute you, Soup Robin Noobfessional.
Hell yeah.
You are this episode's...
Hold up. Soup Ronin.
Soup Ronin, yeah.
Did I write it down wrong?
Yeah.
It's Soup
probably.
Ronin.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll retake it. My fault. We salute you, Soup Robin Noobfessional.
Got him.
You are this episode's
Most
Most
wanted.
And as always,
as you use compound questions around your friends, but they're confused by them and only answer the first subject of your multi-part sentence. Botched, and we'll hear you.
See you next week, nerds.
You can support each of us in our own little different ways. My first comic book has come out, and if you'd like to purchase it, you can head on over to www.hiveheadstudios.com, where you can even download a free sample of the book to see if it's something, up your alley. You can also support me over at patreon.com/hiveheadstudios. You can support Steve's stuff over at YouTube or TikTok or any of his other social media at He Who Is Steve. You can support Phil on Patreon or Twitch at Imaginary Nomad. You can support Jen by checking out her other podcasts like Horse Girls on all your podcatchers. You can also check her out on social media or Twitch at Jenna Chill with one L. And you can check out Chonky every so often on Twitch at Chonky_Kong.
Do it!
God.
Don't do it. Don't do
When you
want to
go do it,
I mean,
What?
relax. Don't
do it.
I want to rock right now.
When
okay.
you want to
That's
come,
what. Never mind.
Jenna's got her mind in the gutter. God.
Always.
Be an adult, Jenna, like the rest of
I
us.
refuse.
I groan. Much hair.
I refuse.
I wish we could calculate how many cum jokes we've had on the show over the last
There aren't
7
enough
years.
numbers in the human
No.
language.
Patrons?
I guess we can get Bean or Tal Shi to...
I was going to say Tal, she's probably the one.
She's probably already got,
She's got a running tally. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Tally is
She
very,
has a
very
big
talented at that
whiteboard.
stuff.
She just makes a mark.